But I've been with my lady for almost 13 years, right? And by far the longest relationship I've ever had. That's 13 years of question marks, like, what the fuck are you doing with me? But, you know, I don't know if Robert Stack's going to solve that mystery or not. Robert Stack. But, like, back in the Catton days, you know, got a few times stuck my hand in the cookie jar, and sometimes there weren't cookies in there, and I don't know what that means, but let's just say it wasn't good. So yeah, but as I've gotten older now, it's like I'm just gonna sit here and watch Steve, and I'm gonna watch Convo Couch, and if there's something I can do.
Just told us like he was having some serious ladyboy days back in the day.
What are you, the narrator? Are you the
that Cobra whiskey? Is that what it was, Warren? You got full of the Cobra whiskey, and you're like, "Fuck it, bring me a ladyboy or 10. Fuck it, we're gonna do this." No, that's not a cookie in the cookie jar. No, that's a dick. That's a dick and balls. But I've had Cobra whiskey.
Cobra whiskey. Nah, man. Well, I lived out in LA for a while, and I was a bit of a drinker, so, you know, but I am an open guy. I'm just saying, I don't go looking for it, but you know, love comes in many forms, and we'll just leave it at that.
I have heard. You know what, man? I have not lived in LA. Like, as a resident, I've spent an unfortunate amount of time there. The last time that I was in LA, I nearly got kidnapped by a fine-ass black girl. Slightly
kidnapped?
afraid.
Well, all right, now you get full screen because you got to tell this fucking
sure that
story.
I would have came back. I'm not exactly sure. I could be somebody's like mask at this point. I could be.
Mask.
She stomped at Glory Jones. Where Glory and I had gone down to Bullhorn in Hollywood, and we were on the train back to the Convo house, and this chick like, and so we're talking. Glory starts like says something, and the chick turns, spins, and stomps her foot at Glory Jones, and Glory's like, "Yo, dude." Like my dad, dog. and at that point, I went, I know this bitch has a knife on her. And while you could drown a midget in my panties, I'm so wet right now. I'm probably not trying to die tonight. So I don't think I'm gonna.
I thought my experience getting a stress test from the Scientologist was bad, but that's, wow, okay, that's I think I told you guys last week that when I worked at the bookstore, two of them came in and they wear those blue uniforms with like some stuff on the cuffs, and I said, "Hey, where are you flying to today?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're not pilots." I'm like, we're not. Like, well, good. So but I didn't get kidnapped. Thank goodness. That would be a shitty place to have kidnappers.
I thought that they got their own planets and stuff. I thought that was one of the promises of Xenu.
Right?
I thought they all got to be like fucking polygamous Ziggy Stardusts. Wait, that's redundant. I thought they got to be, the fucking little, starmen. I really did. I thought that was part of the marketing.
I was just thinking about maybe they were space Mormons. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Xenu took an H-bomb 80-some million years ago and blew up the world.
Right.
And the resultant matter from this are the thetans. And that's what you get audited for. That's what your stress test is over with the e-meter thing, to show how many days. These are like essentially the negative building blocks of like whatever the. I'm not making any of this shit up. This is the largest property owners in Los Angeles have this as the core tenets of their faith. That Ron Hubbard made a trading places bet. Bet you $1 I can start a religion.
Yep. I used to live
Dianetics. Yeah.
I used to live close to that church over there on Franklin. Yeah, I live with this chick. It was like I don't know if it's Franklin or Argyle, but I live close to that corner, Franklin or Argyle, and I'd have to pass by that place every day on the way to work. It was just like, Jesus, and you'd see them out on Hollywood Boulevard, like I said, doing the stress tests in their little blue, Delta Airlines outfits. Well, what's the throwing people into volcano, like souls in the volcano? Isn't that part of that shit too? I don't understand how that fits in.
Me either. I'm honestly understudied on Scientology. I'm more for, okay, so what I want to do though, because I watched the Leah Remini thing, and I guess there's a whole other series about people who have extricated themselves from that particular cult, and I wouldn't mind revisiting it. I first really got aware of Scientology because of the OG Anonymous, when they were fucking with the Tom Cruise video.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then they planned the first anonymous, let's show up in front of the Scientology buildings and protest the thing, and it became like a worldwide troll.
There's so many rich and powerful people up in that too. That's what scares me about that whole thing. I mean, at least the Satanic Church, they're pretty much in check. They got a pretty good sense of humor. They're not really about to take over the world or anything like that. And I'm not saying the Scientologists are close, but they're in the ballpark. They're getting tickets at the front gate.
They barely have skin in the game, though, man. Okay, so it's a new religion. It's based on a con, a lark. Really. So Scientology is about 10 years older than the Libertarian Party and vastly more successful in terms of what it's been able to do.
I think it's kind of
guys. I'm sorry. That's just, I can't wait to throw that at some of my Liberty friends.
I don't know many people or any people actually lining up saying they're ready to be a Scientologist. Maybe it's because I'm not in California anymore, but you definitely don't see that in New York. I think they do have a church here, but I don't know where it is.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's somewhere around here, but it's not as in your face as it was there, and that was like almost 20 years ago. So I don't know if they've changed their tactics or but the money aspect of like people who are in it that have like pretty good amount of coin. No, I'm not talking about like what is it? Oh shit! Who's the people that have like trillions of dollars? Those people, the family, the bloodsuckers, the the Rothschilds. They're not the Rothschilds, but they have enough in there to influence people. But like I said, I don't know anybody that's just like, I got my bags packed, I'm going to LA.
That's the code word we're going with, because I did ask you this before we went live. We're just gonna go with Rothschilds then. Okay, Warren, I see how you party. I do.
I like it easy, like Sunday morning.